Hello, my dear students. How are you? Today we are going to take drama. Yes, the first play is called The Tempest, as I told you before, okay? You're going to bring your book and your pen or pencil in order to follow up with me, okay? Let's start. Let's start with the first page of this play. Now open your book to page 1, okay? And prepare your pen in order to follow up with me, okay? Let's start. I'm going to give you summary about the first page or the part that we are going to read together, okay? طيب, there was a certain island in the sea on which there lived an old man who was called Prospero and his daughter Miranda, okay? They lived in a cave in the rock, okay? They came to this island by strange chance. Okay, I'll tell you later how did they how did they come to this island, okay? Um, when uh, Prospero came to this island, he found that this island was ruled by or controlled by an evil witch called Sycorax. Okay? يبقى Sycorax was an evil witch who controlled the island. Okay? And Sycorax ordered the good spirits on the island to do evil deeds, but they refused. So she punished them and shut them up in the bodies of large trees. Okay? So when Prospero came to the island, he had the power of magic. Okay? He possessed the art of magic. So he found that this art was useful to him. How بقى? Because he set free many good spirits from the large bodies of the trees, and he fought Cyclops and killed her. Okay, and as a kind of gratefulness, okay, being grateful يعني عرفان بالجميل, okay, the spirits told the Prospero that they would serve him forever. Okay, طيب, when he killed Sycorax, he found out that he had a son was called Caliban. Okay, يبقى Sycorax's son was called Caliban. Prospero took Caliban and brought him up and tried to teach him good things, but as Caliban had an evil nature like his mother Sycorax, he refused to learn anything useful. Okay, so Prospero took him and gave him the most tiring jobs and employed him as slave. Okay, from these good spirits, the chief of these good spirits was called Ariel. Okay, Ariel, like the other spirits, told the Prospero that he would serve him forever as a kind of gratefulness. Okay, now let's start reading this page together. Use your pen to follow up with me and answer the following questions. Okay, let's start. There was a certain island in the sea on which there lived only an old man whose name was Prospero. Okay, and his daughter Miranda, sorry, a very beautiful young lady. They lived in a cave in a rock. So here we have the first question. Where did Prospero and Miranda live on the island? Yes, exactly, bravo. They lived in a cave in a rock, okay? It was divided into, underline with me, they lived in a cave in a rock. It was divided into several parts, one of which Prospero called his study. This is the answer of question number 1. What the meaning of study? Yes, exactly. Study like an office room. Okay? So this is the answer of question number 1. There he kept his books, which mainly dealt with magic. So, what were those books about? Yes, exactly. Bravo عليكم. Those books were about magic. So here we have another question. What power did Prospero possess? What the meaning of possess? Possess means own, okay? Or have. So, underline with me, magic. This is the answer of question number 2. Prospero had the power of magic, okay? And he found the knowledge of this art very useful to him. He had been thrown by a strange chance on this island, as I told you before, which had been put under a spell by witch called Sycorax. Okay? So, what is the name of the evil witch? She was called Sycorax. And he had used the power of this art to set free many good spirits that Sycorax had shut up in the bodies of large trees, as I told you before. So here we have a question. How did Prospero make use of his magic on the island? Yes, exactly. Underline. He had used the power of his art to set free many good spirits that Sycorax had shut up in the bodies of large trees. طيب, why did Sycorax shut up the bodies shut the good spirits up in the bodies of large trees? Yes, exactly, because they had refused to obey her evil commands. Okay? So she ordered them to do evil deeds, but they refused. Okay, that's why she shut them up in the bodies of large trees. Okay, now let's move to the next part. These gentle spirits were, after that, obedient to the will of Prospero. Okay? Of these spirits, Ariel was the chief. يبقى we have a question here. Okay, who was Sycorax? What did she do with the good spirits of the island? Yes, exactly. Underline. Sycorax was an evil witch. Okay, what did she do? Huh? Of course, yes. Sycorax had shut up right here the good spirits in the bodies of large trees because they had refused to obey her evil commands. This is the answer of question number 4. Okay? These gentle spirits were, after that, obedient to the will of Prospero. As I told you, they were grateful for Prospero. Okay? Of these spirits, Ariel was the chief. Here we have another question. Who was Ariel? Yes, exactly. Bravo عليكم. Ariel was the chief of spirits. Okay? Now let's move to the next paragraph. The proud little spirit Ariel had nothing bad in his nature except that he took rather too much pleasure in troubling an ugly monster called Caliban. Can you remember who was Caliban? Yes, exactly. Caliban was the son of Sycorax. Bravo عليكم. Okay, so Ariel was a good spirit, but the only thing that he had that he didn't like or disliked Caliban. Why? Why do you think? Huh? Why? Yes, exactly. Because here he disliked him because he was the son of his old enemy Sycorax. Because he was the son of his old enemy Sycorax. Can you remember why was Sycorax an enemy for Ariel? Exactly, yes, bravo, because she shut them up in the bodies of large trees. That's why Ariel didn't like Caliban or disliked Caliban. Okay? Prospero had found this Caliban in the woods, a strange creature. Okay, so here we have a question. Who was Caliban? What is the name? What is the name of Sycorax's son? Yes, it was called Caliban. What did Prospero employ him? What did Prospero do with him? Yes, here we have a description for Caliban, a strange creature that looked far less like a man than a large monkey. But this is the description of Caliban. Let's see what did Prospero do with him. Prospero took him home. Okay, Prospero took him home, and as I told you, he brought him up and tried to teach him good things. Okay, so here we have a question number 6. What was the name of Sycorax's son? Exactly. Yes, he was called Caliban. How did Prospero employ him? Yes, underline. Prospero took him home to his care and taught him to speak and would have been very kind to him. But the bad nature which Caliban had from his mother, Sycorax, would not allow him to learn anything good or useful. So, underline, this is the answer of question number 6. He was employed like a slave. Okay? How? To carry wood and do the most tiring jobs. Okay? So, this is the answer of question number 6. Now, let's move. Let's go on. And Uriel had the duty of forcing him to carry out these serves. Yes. When Caliban was lazy and did not do his work, Uriel, who could be seen by no eyes except the Prosperous. Stop. Why? Who can tell me? Why? Why was he invisible? Yes, of course, because he was a spirit. So the only one that could see Uriel was Prospero. Yes, exactly. Okay. So what did Uriel do with Caliban? Here we have a question. What did Uriel do to cause trouble for Caliban or prove that Uriel didn't like Caliban? Underline with me. Okay, underline the answer. When Caliban was lazy and did not do his work, Uriel, who could be seen by no eyes except the Prosperous, would came quietly up and take hold of him, painfully, and sometimes threw him down in the mud, and then Uriel would take the form of a monkey and make faces at him. With many, يبقى here we are going to stop here. Here, this is the answer of question number 7. Okay? With many cruel tricks like these, Uriel would upset him. Okay? Upset him means tease him. يضايقه. Okay? Whenever Caliban failed to do the work which Prospero commanded him to do. Okay? طيب. Now, let's move to another paragraph. Having these powerful spirits obedient to his will, Prospero could, by their means, command the winds and the waves of the sea. So, because he had, as I told you before, he had the power of excellent, bravo, magic. Yes, so he could do anything. Okay, he could order the spirits to do anything that he wanted. Okay, following his orders, they started a great storm, in the middle of which he showed his daughter a large ship struggling with the wild waves that every moment seemed about to swallow it up. Okay, طيب. Here we have a question. How did Prospero raise the storm? Oh, wow, exactly. Prospero raised the storm by commanding his spirits to raise the storm. So he ordered his spirits to raise the storm. If you want to underline the answer, yes, underline with me. Having these powerful spirits obedient to his will, Prospero could by their means command the winds and the waves of the sea. Following his orders, they started a great storm, in the middle of which he showed his daughter a large ship struggling with the wild waves until here. Okay, طب here بقى let's revise the answer. How did Prospero read the storm? You can write easily using your own words, simple words. You can write, he ordered the spirits to raise the storm. That's it, okay? Or you can underline the answer as I told you. Okay? طيب, here بقى, following his orders, they started great storm, in the middle of which he showed his daughter a large ship struggling with wild wave that every moment seemed about to swallow it up. So Prospero showed his daughter the ship, which was struggling with wild waves and huge waves. Okay? The ship, he told her, was full of living beings like themselves. seen that this ship was full of people, like Prospero and his daughter, because, as I told you before, Prospero and his daughter Miranda were the only people who lived on the island, but other creatures were spirits. Okay? Okay, let's see this comment, underline this comment, which is very important. Oh, my dear father, if by your art you have brought this terrible storm, have pity on them. See, the ship will be broken to pieces, and they will all be drowned. If I had power, I would sink the sea beneath the earth, rather than destroy the good ship with all the poor people inside her. So, underline this and write down comment here. Who said these words to whom? Yes, Miranda said these words to her father Prospero. Okay, what did she say? She told him that, or asked him to have pity on people on the ship. Okay? Type. Here, this is the comment. Oh, my dear father, if by your art you have brought this dreadful storm, have pity on them. Comment. I'll show you how to write a comment. Okay? So, now let's move to this. Do not worry so, Miranda. This is the answer of Prospero, okay? Do not worry so, Miranda. There is no harm done. I have ordered that no person in the ship shall receive any hurt. What I have done has been for you, my dear child. You do not know who you are, or where you came from, and you know no more of me except that I am your father and live in this poor cave. Can you remember a time before you came here? I think you cannot, for you were then not 3 years of age. Okay, so here Prospero told his daughter Miranda that when they came to the island, she was less than 3 years old. Yes, and he made sure that he wouldn't hurt anyone on the ship. Okay, but he did this for her, and he started to remind her with their past. Okay, and asked her if she could remember anything about her past. Stop. Let's see the answer. This is another comment. Number 10. There is no harm done. I have so ordered that no person in the ship shall receive any hurt. Okay? Now, let's move to Miranda. Certainly I can, sir. It seems to me like the memory of a dream. But did I not once have 4 or 5 women who served me? Okay, so Miranda here started to remember her past, and she told her father that she could remember her past like a memory of a dream. Okay, and she told him that she can remember 2 or 3 women who were serving here at that time. Okay, so this is another comment. It seems to me like the memory of a dream. Okay, time. We are going to stop here. Okay, now let's move to how to make a comment. How to make a comment. Oh, my dear father, if by your art you have brought this dreadful storm, have pity on them. Comment. This extract, in comments, you guys, we write comments in steps. Okay? We start with introduction, and then who said to whom, who said these words to whom, when, and where. If you don't know where, it doesn't matter. Okay? But here, the introduction, this extract is taken from a play entitled, and you're going to write the title of the play. Okay? By who wrote this play? Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. Excellent. These words were said by who to whom? These words were said by Miranda to her father when Prospero raised the storm and she saw the ship struggling with the wild waves during the storm. She begged her father here to have mercy on people on that ship. So you're going to write the answer of the comments in your copybooks using these steps, okay? Now, let's answer the questions orally together, okay? Number 1. Where did Prospero and Miranda live on the island? They lived in a cave on the island. Excellent. Number 2. What power did Prospero possess? Bravo! He possessed the art of magic or the power of magic. Okay. Number 3. How did Prospero make use of his magic on the island? Yes, exactly. He used his art of magic to set free many good spirits. Okay. Who was Sycorax? Number 4. Who was Sycorax? What did she do with the good spirits on the island? Exactly. She was an evil witch and she shut up all the good spirits in the bodies of large trees. Why? Yes, bravo. Because they didn't obey her evil commands. Now let's move to question number 5. Who was Earl? Yes, Earl was the chief of spirits. Okay, number 6. What was the name of Sycorax's son? And how did Prospero employ him? Yes, he was called Caliban, and Prospero employed him as a slave who would do the most tiring jobs. Okay? Now, number 7. What did Earl do to cause trouble for Caliban? Prove that the question in another way. Prove that Earl didn't like Caliban? Yes, we underlined the answer. Now, number 8. How did Prospero read the Tempest? Yes, exactly. As I told you before, he ordered the spirits to raise the Tempest. And these are the comments that you're going to write to answer in your copybook. Next time, I'm going to see these questions with the answers in your copybook. See you inshallah next time. Bye-bye.